So, good morning, good afternoon and good evening. My name is Richard Clark. I've been a hypnotherapist for the last 9 years and I've been a holistic therapist for the last 15 years. Now, I'm going to talk about Christmas time and the issues that come up in hypnotherapy. So, to my knowledge of any specific hypnotherapy studies related to Christmas issues may be limited, but I can discuss what's been documented in clinical and therapeutic contexts about Christmas related psychological challenges. Also, I have experience in these things with people who've had issues around Christmas. So also these relate to outcomes which I'll share from client sessions without full detail due to confidentiality. So several key issues have emerged in therapeutic settings regarding Christmas. So number one, grief and loss amplification. The holiday season often intensifies feelings of grief for those who have lost loved ones. Hypnotherapists have reported that clients frequently seek help for managing memories and traditions that trigger profound sadness during Christmas. Now, from personal experience, I can also explain this very much because my grandmother died when I was 10 years old, 5 days before Christmas. My father died when I was 15, at least 2 weeks before Christmas as well. So I kind of have I have some personal experience of that, and I've had relatives pass over the years. So I have quite a lot of experience in this field, and I have helped a lot of people with dealing with Christmas, of the grief and loss amplification, because it is very much a time where people do get sad about relatives who have passed. Number two, family-related stress. This probably comes up a lot in hypnotherapy situations. Therapeutic studies have documented heightened anxiety relating to forced interactions with difficult family members. This especially is when people have been molested or they've had trauma through actual being spoken to a certain way, or all sorts of things, physical and mental violence. Unresolved childhood trauma triggered by family gatherings. A lot of people's families are very toxic and they have a lot of trauma with them, and Christmas sometimes is the time you'd hope it brings them together, but then there's also triggering of that they then get addicted to certain foods, which is actually where they have had a happy time where the rest of the year they haven't. That's for an example. I can explain with that many clients I've worked with. Pressure to maintain perfect family traditions. Again, the idea of the perfect family is a myth, but that's how a lot of people believe at Christmas it should be done. And managing complex blended family dynamics. This can be when they find out that a husband has had an affair, they've got children with different people, then they've also been separated, and they've got new families. Do they blend? These are a lot of issues I've actually had to help clients with. Number three, the financial anxiety. So research has shown significant stress around gift giving expectations. This is an issue for a lot of people, that they believe they should give the best gifts they can, and again, instead of actually doing the actual gift of actually them being present in their lives. Social pressure to spend, which is done by our media, our mass media, also our social conditioning around at work, around our family and our friends. Year-end financial reflections. Sometimes you look at where you've spent your money, and then it's about how much money you've got, and also some people do lose their jobs sometimes before Christmas. Also, they know they're going to lose their jobs in the new year. We will see this in January and February. A lot of people will be losing their work in the UK due to issues with companies and being able to pay taxes and so forth. And debt accumulation. A lot of people are very worried of getting into debt during Christmas. Number four, SAD, seasonal affective disorder. While not exclusive to Christmas, the darker winter months often compound emotional challenges during the holiday season. Hypnotherapists have reported success in helping clients manage SAD symptoms through relaxation techniques. Again, if you want to know about relaxation techniques, please contact me, message me, and I can do free consultation and send you videos of meditation and so forth to help you with them and to figure out to control your anxiety. Number five, identity and religious conflicts. Some individuals struggle with the religious expectations versus their personal beliefs. Now, in the UK, for example, where I'm from, the idea is it's a Christian country. Again, it can change. So they may not feel, they also have resentment towards the church, probably how things have happened in churches, Jehovah's Witnesses, all sorts of things. They don't believe in giving presents. There's a lot of things going on in there, so it can be very conflicting for many people. Cultural disconnection. Do you disconnect to Christmas? Do you disconnect to that holiday time? I mean, if you're typically Jewish or Islam, you wouldn't celebrate Christmas, and especially if you're Hinduism, you don't celebrate Christmas either. So again, these are things where sometimes when you're interaction in this society within people around them, you struggle with that. Pressure to participate in Christmas celebrations that don't align with their values. So again, Me personally, I don't celebrate Christmas. On Christmas Day I will cook some food, but I generally don't celebrate Christmas. I'm not a devout Christian or such, and I think that Christmas, if that works for people, that's great, but not for everyone. Social isolation. Number 6. Studies have documented increased feelings of loneliness during Christmas, particularly among single individuals. Many people, I've been alone during Christmas. I usually deal with it very well, but not everybody does. It can be very difficult. Those living far from family, that can also be happening sometimes. Say if you're working in somewhere like Asia, like they don't celebrate Christmas there, so that can be very difficult when you try and associate that with your traditions you may have had. People who have experienced recent relationship breakdowns. Some people do break down marriages, they have divorces before Christmas, relationships split and so forth. And then some people also in the new year, January, February is when new relationships start as well, so that can also be interesting. And elderly individuals suffer with the pain around Christmas, being on their own, and where that works. And then performance pressure. So clinical observations note stress around creating the perfect celebrations, meeting others' expectations, and maintaining traditions with the social obligations. With all these things, it is very tough to work with. So, as a hypnotherapist and a psychotherapist, what would we recommend? So, hypnotherapists have reported using various techniques to help clients manage these issues, including timeline therapy to process past Christmas experiences, anchoring positive memories and feelings, future pacing to prepare for challenging situations, regression work to address childhood Christmas trauma, and stress reduction anxiety management techniques. And again, with stress reduction and anxiety management techniques, I have shared videos of that. I've shared videos of meditation, and I've shared videos on pranayama to help with that. But if any of these issues affect you during Christmas and you want to resolve them, please message me on any platform you see this video on, and I'll be more than willing to do a free consultation and we can help towards relieving them issues. Anyway, wherever you are in the world, and if you do celebrate Christmas, happy Christmas. For Judaism, happy Hanukkah. For Islamists, I hope for all the pain and problems you have in the world, that can be resolved. And for anybody around the world, have a happy holidays wherever you are.